a Tuesday night?
You know they were.
Obviously.
He's on the court. The thirst knows no limit. It knows no bounds.
Did you see that person in the Bane mask?
Yes.
Made me a little uncomfortable.
Good stuff. That's fandom.
I don't think we ever had a full Bane mask wearer.
I don't. If we did,
I never saw them.
If we did, we would have talked about it because it would have been.
Yeah, it couldn't happen in this city without
all the things we would have talked about. The only thing we would have talked about. The cup is fun.
Thank you.
The cup is fun.
I again found myself like SpongeBob on the, or not? Is it? No, Squidward, watching SpongeBob and Patrick.
Did you know there's another
Squidward?
Not Squidward, not another Squidward. There's another SpongeBob movie coming out.
Yeah, you've heard the song, haven't you?
How's it go?
Oh, this is like a running joke in our house.
Okay.
Because you know me and
I'm aware.
SquarePants SpongeBob Big OK?
No, I'm completely unfamiliar
It's
with it.
Doja Cat.
Oh no, now I am.
And
Yes.
it's like, hold
She's
on,
just
I have to
doing
make
things
sure
right
that
now.
I'm doing it right. Because
She's got a weird like Google phone commercial or Meta Glass commercial.
Yeah, she's
where she's got
everywhere.
like 12 arms for some reason. It's like, okay.
yeah,
That-
12 arms.
Yes, it's unsettling. It unsettled me. She looks like a monster. She looks like a beautiful woman in the face, but she's running around with 12 arms to, I guess,
I'm
highlight.
so sorry. I got it wrong.
Okay.
It's Ice Spice,
Okay.
my fellow USC Trojan.
It really. Isn't Doja Trojan also?
So the song is called, yes. So the song is called Big Guy.
Okay.
And it goes, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants OK. And if Chris is listening to this, he is laughing so hard because the number of times I have flailed through those simple lyrics, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants OK, is like the limit knows no bounds.
SpongeBob
Big Guy
Pants
OK. I always want to say SquarePants SpongeBob Pants OK. That's wrong. It's simple. It's just SpongeBob Big Guy Pants OK.
All right.
See, it's kind of a tongue twister. Thank you.
I don't
What's up,
think it
everybody? It is Wednesday, December 10th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, no Grizzlies in the NBA Cup, but a former Grizz went off. Desmond Bane leading the Magic to a win. We'll get into all the happenings of last night. Some big college basketball matchups as well. We will hit some Oops, We Missed It again. Stories from the week we have not gotten to. Time Magazine named their Athlete of the Year. It is Asia Wilson, also a grandfather, really made an NFL practice squad. We'll talk to DeAngelo Williams. He'll join us as he does every Wednesday, get his takes on the new Memphis head football coach who will be introduced formally later today in Memphis. And we'll do a little WTF to end the show. The FBI is looking for a former Olympic snowboarder who they say is a global kingpin. We'll get into other weird stories from the week. It is a Wednesday. You know what we say. SpongeBob Big Guy Pants OK. But I have.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at grizzlies.com/Saturday.
In the 7 games that he has played, they have been the best rebounding team and the best assist team in the NBA. And a lot of that goes to Vince Williams. who has been
Vince
like
Rondo. Vince Rondo, man.
But this is 100% attributable to Zach Edey.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dome Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, ay. Let's have a little fun now. Ay. I wanna let it all out. Ay. That's what it's all about. Ay. Ay. Cause I deserve this feeling of having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. If you can make it through Wednesday, you can make it.
Turned you off. We're not doing
They
that.
do not. Listen, I'm just in my feelings.
About what?
Well, because as everybody knows, last night was the second Tuesday of December, and you know what the second Tuesday of December means, right,
Oh,
CJ?
it's cup season, isn't it?
Right, season?
It's,
CJ. What
are
just
you
came out of
okay?
my mouth?
Are you all right?
No, I'm still upset because I had to watch the Cup yet again without the Memphis Grizzlies. I had FOMO. It was even the Eastern Conference's knockout round, and I still had FOMO. But as everybody knows, the second Tuesday of December is made for the Cup. And God, I turned on that Heat Magic game, and my husband said, "Oh yes, this is why I married you, so that we could watch Heat Magic in December." And I said, "It's the Cup. What else are we watching tonight?" And we did watch college basketball too, which had some awesome games last night. But the Cup was spectacular. Proceeded to watch Desmond Bane go on an absolute heater. Found myself saying, I miss that man. Miss that man a little bit. That is the Desmond Bane that we know and occasionally miss, and we don't have to relitigate, but Desmond Bane ends up with the Orlando Magic, and that is the version of Desmond Bane that the Orlando Magic sacrificed 4 picks for. The motto of Magic fans over the last few weeks, as Desmond Bane has flourished and this Magic team has looked much better than the team that started the season, has been FTP. It's something, those picks. I'll let you fill in the blanks. Exactly, forget those picks. That is precisely what it means. But Desmond Bane, 37 points, 6 of 9 from 3 last night, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. At one point, Chris was like, has he missed in the fourth quarter? He had 15 points for the Magic to pull away in the fourth. He is the first Orlando player to record 3 35-plus point games in a 6-game span since Tracy McGrady in 2004. And he loves the number 37. He has been on the nose 37 points 3 times in the last 2 weeks. So 3 37-point games. Last night, one of them. At one point, he's just clapping it up in the faces of the Heat players. His coach is yelling at him to stop. He's lost in the sauce. It's the Cup. After the game, he talked about how much it meant to win and to advance to Las Vegas because they want to win the Cup, because he said he just lost $35,000, so he has to get it back somehow. He just lost $35,000 for pelting OG Anunoby in a breakout game of dodgeball in the Magic-Knicks game from earlier this week. And the Knicks won their game, so we get a rematch of that. It's the Cup. It just means more. Get me excited for the Cup. But it was a bit of a I miss you, Desmond Bane. I don't miss him enough to ever wear this.
The
Let me put it that way.
That's some good stuff.
That is a dedicated fan. Shout out to him. We never had the full Bane mask here in Memphis, but that...
You merely inherited the darkness. I was born in it, shaped in it, molded by it.
I don't like that.
That's my very bad Bane impression.
Hey, you remember what I was saying this time last year? Probably. I would just imagine.
Yeah, because I listen to women.
Desmond Bane for All-Star. I said it over and over again. I felt like I was screaming it into the abyss. And
You
now,
should have been.
And now, I see some trickles of, oh, maybe Desmond Bane is an All-Star-like player after. I'm like, oh my God. I've been on that life.
When you shouldn't have been. You don't get recorded. You don't get the benefit of the doubt hit. Nah, you don't get to claim that. Like, yeah, I was on that train before everybody else when you were wrong to be on it in the first damn place. This is again like getting the right answer, but if we go and look at your work, you've done terrible work. Just awful work along the way.
Thanks.
That game started off incredible also.
I mean, the Heat were up 15-0 in a blink.
I think they ended up going up 18-0 and 20-4 run was what the Heat were on there to start, and they weren't missing. And they were getting whatever the hell they wanted. And I was like, oh no, the Magic are finna get run up out of this spot. They're done. They're done. They can't stop Norman Powell. They couldn't stop Tyler Hero from getting good looks at the rim. They couldn't stop what's a little guard from Auburn. I forget his name, but they couldn't hold him in check. He was doing a good job of facilitating. I told you this before the show started. I hadn't had opportunity to watch a ton of NBA action. So I'm like 9-10 games into the season. Full game, sat down and watched
Davion,
a quarter.
I could not think of his first name.
Davion Mitchell. I get a quarter here or there, but this one, because it started at a decent enough time and I was interested in it, was able to sit down and watch it in its totality. And I'm looking at the records, and both of them say 14-10. I'm thinking, okay, this will be a good game. Not a great game. It's going to be all right. I'm going to see some cool things, but nothing spectacular. And the Heat go on that run to start it. It's like, holy hell, is this what basketball is right now? Is this what's happening? No screens, no ball screens, no off-ball screens, just a bunch of dudes
the Heat
moving.
are running that Noah LaRoche Grizzlies last year offense.
With the ball just flying. It's like, oh gosh, there's no answer for this. And then everything cools down. It's like, oh, thank God. Thank God basketball is regular
basketball
again.
Is safe.
And then Desmond Bane comes out there in the fourth quarter. It's like, wait, is this what basketball is? You got to have one of these type of dudes on the team? Wait, didn't the Grizzlies have that exact dude on the team?
And of course, two things can be true. We don't know. You never know who wins a trade until we are further away from said trade. But the Magic can be out here saying, yes, Desmond Bane was worth 4 picks. He could have been worth more picks if he plays at this level and ultimately gives them three-point shooting that takes them out of the depths of hell, three-point shooting-wise, that they were last season. Because now you mix in the guard play of Suggs and Black, and it opens things up for them, and you have a true three-point shooter, and they still have now settled back into the defensive identity that the Magic have formulated. And they're playing without Franz Wagner right now, too. So that's a big thing. Paolo Banchero is settling into himself. That can all be true. And then on the Grizzlies side of things, you got to this point where the big three of Ja, Jaren, and Desmond Bane, it just reached its end. And you got four first-round picks for him. And a part of that package ends up ultimately getting you Cedric Coward because of the picks you trade away, and you get cap flexibility. And so we'll see how it all works out. But we would all be lying if you did not say you watched that 37-point night from Desmond Bane and weren't a little wistful for the days of yesteryear, because that's what we do with nostalgia. We're like, remember when, I remember when, and I remember Desmond Bane. Hell of a game. Did you watch the second game from the Cup?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely.
You stayed up for double cup.
Oh, I love double cup action. Give me, only thing better than 1 cup is 2 cups. Give them to me.
Jeez. You're insane.
What?
I will say, I did think to myself.
Don't you use more than 1 cup?
The Grizzlies,
in that girl cup stuff?
Well, you have multiple drinks. Thank you, CJ.
I'm sorry.
Not being in the NBA Cup knockout round did actually give the Grizzlies some scheduling benefits, I will say. I realized if the Grizzlies had advanced, they would have had to play the Thunder. And instead, they get to play the Jazz and then the Clippers again next Monday in LA. The Jazz at home on Friday. And in case you missed it, John Morant's given away 250 tickets today. So that was an exciting thing that came out yesterday. Ja is gifting 250 tickets to fans. If you want one of them, you can show up to FedEx Forum this afternoon to pick up a ticket. 2 p.m., lobby of FedEx Forum. You get a free ticket to go see the Memphis Grizzlies take on the Utah Jazz on Friday. The game is on December 12th. It's 12-12. 12 is giving away tickets. All that is left in the 12 category of information to be determined is will 12 play, which we still don't know officially, but it's like everything seems to be pointing in the direction that barring something insane, John Morant should make his return to the Memphis Grizzlies on Friday. And by not being in the Cup knockout round, by not advancing to the Cup, you went 3-1 in Cup play. You did better than you've ever done before in NBA Cup play. But you also are gifted two winnable games, I will say, on paper. Granted, how the Grizzlies have played against below 500 teams this season. They haven't lost to one, and they get two of them as a result of not making the Cup knockout round. Anything that stood out to you from the Knicks-Raptors game?
Well, I'm watching the game. One guy, two cups, so to speak, and Karl Anthony Towns throws down this, and it's like, oh, okay. All right, that Knicks team Mike Brown has them playing at a really, really high level. Karl Anthony Towns ended with only 14 points, but 15 rebounds, and he had an impact on the game. And you don't need Cat to go off every single game because you've got somebody in, to quote Anthony saying, what's my man's name from New York? What's his name? Jalen Brunson, right? Like you've got Brunson out there going for 30, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Look at this, man.
35.
Just straight bow on everybody's head. You've got that coming down. He can shoot. He defends well. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, you've got that. You've got Bridges. You've got OG Anunoby, right? Like you've got a full roster of guys who can have impacts on the game without the ball having to be in their hands at all times. I think the Knicks are the team to beat in the East, right? Like it's the Knicks, so I don't want to say it too loud. I want to say it with too much confidence, too much bravado, because they'll hear this, they being Knicks fans, and we know how they behave when they got a really, really good team and when they got something special brewing. But this could be a real special season for the New York Knicks, man. I was thoroughly impressed by them.
I'll take that version of the Magic last night without Franz Wagner. Obviously, you ultimately should get him back into the equation. But when you look at the Eastern Conference, we spend so much time situated in the West. But the Pistons, they're still really good this year, 19-5. Knicks now 17-7. Celtics 15-9, and the Magic 15-10 to round out the top four in the East at this moment. What happened to the Cavs?
They started losing.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a Cavs game in a
like
second.
it's hard.
Sorry, I'm focused on the Cup and the Cup only, and then tonight we get the two Western Conference games of the Cup because the second Tuesday of December and the second Wednesday of December, that's dedicated to Cup knockout round. Are you going to Las Vegas? We're not, because the Memphis Grizzlies aren't.
No.
The Knicks and the Magic are.
So
we'll join them.
What is tonight's games on?
It's the Suns and the Thunder.
What is it on?
Oh, God, don't ask me that.
Okay, Suns, Thunder.
You should have seen me last night. Chris was like, what channel is it on? And I go to ESPN. I'm like, nope, not here. What channel is it on? I go to NBC. Nope, not here. And I just start going to Amazon Prime. He's like, why don't you look it up before you start going through I said, isn't it more fun to just see if I guess right? And then I popped up Amazon Prime, and there it was. And I said, voila, here we are with the
they're
Cup.
all on Prime. This is part of the Prime
whole Cup
package.
is the Prime.
The whole Cup, Prime's got the Cup. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. It is Thunder Suns at 6:30, the earlier game, and then Spurs Lakers at 9.
Nothing like Cup action.
Okay, there was also nothing like college basketball last night. We had multiple good games. The Jimmy V Classic, you also know it's December because it's Jimmy V Classic season at Madison Square Garden. The BYU-Clemson game, I had tapped out of a bit because BYU was down 22. Clemson finished on a 21-0 run to end the first half, and it felt like BYU was destined for a loss, even though they have had a handful of large comebacks this season. AJ DeBonza was awesome. Like one of those games when you were going to look back come NBA draft time and see Madison Square Garden, massive comeback, AJ DeBonza's part in it. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 22 of those 29 points coming in the second half, where he scored or assisted on 34 of BYU's 45 points. Like the $7 million that AJ DeBonza is reportedly, allegedly making to play college basketball this season, pay him more. Pay him more. And it's such a good representation. Like seeing BYU's ascension so quickly this season into a top 10 team in college basketball, put them along with like Texas Tech football, Texas Tech volleyball, all the oil money that's happening in Texas Tech. Softball, excuse me, not volleyball, softball. And then BYU basketball. Those are just such perfect examples of how NIL has flipped this thing on its head. And if you invest enough money into a team, you can make someone who is not a traditional blue blood powerhouse into one of those teams. And BYU is absolutely a formidable team in the college basketball space this year. The game ended on quite the buzzer beater for Robert Wright III of BYU. It looked like this game was going to overtime. They had wasted some time on the clock. It ends up being a bit of a busted play, but this goes to Robert Wright, and he hits the buzzer beater for BYU to win at Madison Square Garden. The BYU fans cheer. They're thrilled. And they get the win over Clemson. I did see, CJ, there was a graphic that the BYU social team put out, and I think it's such an example of social teams like playing to their audience perfectly, because they did the picture of Wright hitting the game winner, and it says, choose the right. Does that mean anything to you?
Nothing at all. I'm the furthest right person on these
I know,
airways.
so that's where I thought like maybe you would have had a better idea. So like the Mormon churches, I don't want to call it a slogan. It feels gross to call something a slogan for a church, but like one of their mottos, one of their creeds is choose the right, CTR. And when I saw this graphic, I was like, oh, that's very clever because his name is Wright, choose the right. And it took me back to a time in my life where I accidentally wore a CTR ring for like 2 years. I am not LDS, but I grew up in like a heavily LDS community, and my best friend growing up was Mormon, and she had a CTR ring, and it was pink, and it was so cute. And I wanted a CTR ring. So my parents got me a CTR ring to match her. They didn't know what it was. And one day we were out and about at like an event, and somebody saw my ring as I was in like second grade. And they're like, oh, we didn't know you were members of the church. And my parents were like, what? Like, what? We're Lutheran. What church? And they're like, no, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And my parents were like, what are you talking about? And they go, the ring, CTR. And they're like, oh, we didn't know it meant something. We didn't know it had meaning behind it. And now they're using it for a graphic. So it was a real comeback moment for me.
What happened to the ring?
I don't know. It just went out of my...
Okay.
I think I was like, oh no, I'm not allowed to wear this. This isn't my, I haven't earned this ring. I am not CTRing. I don't know what to do. But Robert Wright with the shot last night. I did think you would be...
He soaked it.
Oh, I did think you would enjoy Michigan basketball is unbelievable.
Michigan.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening right now. They're beating the hell out of everybody.
They're like team BTA at the moment.
And it's you know, it's one thing if it's New Jersey Institute of Technology and Eastern Michigan, and then you beat the hell out of, I don't know, Belmont, and then you turn around and you beat the hell out of somebody like North Texas. Right, like that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. But that's not what Michigan is doing. Michigan's beating the hell out of Gonzaga. They're beating the hell out of Auburn. They're beating the hell out of Villanova, San Diego State. Right, these are Middle Tennessee State is in there, but still, these are premier basketball programs.
You're saying beat the hell out of, and I don't think beat the hell out of is even the right terminology to use. I think you have to use the specifics. Like they beat Auburn by 40. They beat Gonzaga by 50. They were up by like 25 early against Villanova. At one point, Yaxel Lendenberg is throwing down a windmill dunk in the first 10 minutes of that game. And it feels like he has the right to be throwing down a windmill dunk in the first 10 minutes of the game because you're just like, oh, they're on their way to another massive victory, which they were. The team is just stacked. Like, and at one point last night, I was looking, they had one player, Elliot Cadeau, who was 4 of 7 from 3. And the rest of the team was 3 of 20 from 3, and they were up 33 points. Like, my God.
They just run the most athletic front court in the nation out there on a night in, night out basis. And then when those 3 starters go to the bench, they're bringing in 3 more who might be like top 25 most athletic front courts in the nation. Their benches, that bench front court, it's so, as a Michigan fan, it's so much fun to watch. I can't wait for them to play Michigan State this year. Can't get to that game soon enough. I hope they beat the hell out of Sparty. I hope Izzo is losing his mind on the sideline. I can't wait for that game. This is going to be a really good season for the Michigan Wolverines. I can't wait to see how it ends.
I hope for you it ends happily. I brought this up with Will yesterday, but the way that it's worked for the past 21 men's basketball seasons, the past 21 champions, were all ranked in the top 12 of week 6 of the AP poll. So very likely we know who will be the champion this year. And Michigan's in that mix.
Michigan.
Did you know I really can't read Michigan without pronouncing it now like you pronounce Michigan? UConn beat Florida last night in a big win, 77-73. You obviously still have Arizona, Duke, Iowa State, Purdue, Houston, Gonzaga. But watching BYU and Michigan play last night, I mean, Michigan's like on another universe, but BYU is right in there. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Time Magazine named their Athlete of the Year in all of sports. I'll let you know who it was. Plus, we have a grandfather who just might play a real-life NFL game this coming Sunday. Will we see Phillip Rivers play for the Indianapolis Colts? We'll get into all that. Plus, DeAngelo Williams will join us in a bit. It's a big day in Memphis as Charles Huff will have his introductory press conference as new head coach of the Memphis Tigers. We'll get DeAngelo Williams' thoughts still ahead after a quick break.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we're leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Welcome back. Time for a little oops, we missed it again. Stories from the week we have not yet gotten to. Among them, Time Magazine named their Athlete of the Year. And this year's honor goes to A'ja Wilson. Not Female Athlete of the Year, Athlete of the Year. She is the third basketball player to ever get the honor. LeBron James got it in 2020. Caitlin Clark got it last year. And this year it is A'ja Wilson, which is a no-duh pick from Time Magazine because nobody had a more impressive year than A'ja Wilson in all of sports. Like, this early quote in the write-up from Time Magazine basically says it all. Quote, covering Wilson's left hand is the golden gauntlet worn by Thanos. Under each of the 6 Infinity Stones that control the universe, Wilson has written one of her season's honors. Scoring title, her second. 5K. In June, she became the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 5,000 points. Defensive Player of the Year for Defensive Player of the Year, her third. MVP, her fourth. Finals MVP, her second. And Champ, her third. And one quick moment for the cover photo of A'ja Wilson because it's stunning. She looks like a supermodel. Somehow, we did not even give her enough credit for what she accomplished this year. And I know we talked about it excessively when it happened and when the Aces won the championship and when she won Defensive Player of the Year and MVP and Finals MVP. But like, when you really think back on it from a historical standpoint, we've never seen in basketball history, in men's basketball and women's basketball, where you had a player win the scoring title and be named Finals MVP, League MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Not in the NBA, not in the WNBA. And when you also think about MVP accolades, and when we talk about greatest of all time in sports history, there are only 4 players in basketball history to win 4 MVP titles before they turn 30. And it is LeBron James, it is Kareem, it is Bill Russell, and it is A'ja Wilson. And that is remarkable territory to be in if you're A'ja. Like, you can't say enough about what her place is in the game right now.
Absolutely not. Like, she's incredible. She's the best women's basketball player in the world, on the planet. The article is always good to read these articles and get the quotes from the players. It's great hearing from them. I do want to sincerely push back on one thing. A'ja's like, yeah, you guys should have believed in me. A'ja, y'all were 14-14 with a 111-58 loss at home. I think at home to the Lynx.
To the Lynx, yeah.
And it was like, yo, what? A'ja had been playing really, really well before that. Give her credit. But that team hadn't been. And they found a way the last 2 months of the month and a half or so of the regular season and in the postseason to just take it up a notch. She was already up. Somehow everybody else elevated to where she was, and they got the championship, and she was able to finish the season with an exclamation mark, getting the WNBA Finals MVP award. But A'ja Wilson was phenomenal all season long. The Aces, not so much. Like, I understand why people are like, yo, I don't necessarily believe in them. When again, you were 14-14 with that 111-58 loss. The way we might get to it if we take a look back on the year in sports. I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this run that the Aces went on this year.
Oh, you mean losing by 53 and then winning 17 straight games?
Incredible. I forgot. 17 straight. They lost by 53 points and rattled off 17 straight wins. A'ja Wilson, a huge part of the reason why. What she's able to do offensively and defensively, she's a true legitimate game changer on both sides of the court. That's why she's Defensive Player of the Year. That's why she's MVP. That's why she's one of the most exciting players to watch in the WNBA right now.
She's undeniable. And I can't remember if I knew.
If she's got the gauntlet, she's inevitable.
Thank you.
Inevitable.
Thank you for the correct tying of the reference all back together. I don't remember if I had seen exactly what she texted her teammates, because I remember it being reported after that 53-point loss. She texted her teammates, everyone rallies, the 17-win streak happens. But they had the text in the timepiece. She said, if today didn't piss you off or embarrass you, please don't bother coming to the arena tomorrow. And I think it's that simple. And I think it was Jewel Lloyd who pointed out, like, she could have gone through the list and gone, like, personal with every player. Like, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. And instead, using the collective, and immediately people rallied around it. And it worked. It sparked an incredible turnaround. I know it's not the point because this is A'ja Wilson's award, but I also really enjoyed the commentary between her and Bam Adebayo within this reporting. Talked about how they want to have kids someday. They think of each other as their life partner. Bam called her his best friend. They're out in the world. They are a couple. They are for real. They've been together 4 years. 4 years at this point.
They work out together.
I mean, they do everything
train
together.
and condition together.
Yes,
That's fun.
They are our one true hope at an American superstar basketball player who can.
They're going to save American basketball.
I guess how old Victor Wembanyama might be phasing out.
But
so maybe we can hope that there's
at 40 with Wemby,
already an American who
Wemby
has helped that situation.
At 40, Wemby's definitely going to be on the decline, though, right?
You would think.
We're going to say definitely as of now, clip this, and when we sit here, 20 years from now, we'll run it back.
The 2045 year in review show.
Yes, we'll run this clip back and see if Wemby is actually on the decline. But Wemby, I will say confidently, by the time he is about 40, he'll definitely be on the decline. And so this new dude who's coming through here, this Bam Asia hybrid, can you imagine the things that person is going to be able to do with a basketball?
No.
The things that person is going to be able to do on the defensive side of the court? Being able to rebound like your mama? And hit the jump shots like your daddy, but with the post moves like your mama.
Block like both of them?
Your mama's left-handed, right? Like, oh my gosh, that's going to be incredible. That'll be good stuff.
It's unfair. I feel bad for their future rec league
We might not
opponents.
see another American-born MVP until that kid comes through.
Until Wilson-Adebayo.
Yes.
It's a long hyphen, but I'll take it. Might have to be like a twofer.
A twofer?
Yeah, like on top
double?
of each other.
On the back of the jersey.
Or that were like a really scrunched name. But they both deserve their names.
You don't have to do that. Just Asia and Bam's kid, right there.
Sure,
That's
Asia
all.
Bam.
That's all that's
Asia
on.
Bam.
That's all. That's on the back.
One other story that we lightly touched on yesterday.
Hold on. What did you think about the couple of paragraphs about Caitlyn?
I thought it was unnecessary.
Not about Caitlyn, but about the growth of the game.
Sure. I understood contextually what they were trying to say, and I think it is worth noting because some people do not want to hear that the WNBA continued to grow and that the WNBA existed before Caitlin Clark. There are some people out there who think Caitlin Clark was dropped into the league and basketball was born, or women's basketball was born, and nothing happened before it, and any accolades or achievements of any of the numerous great players in the history of the game don't matter, and you only talk about that. But I also thought it almost detracted from just a great glowing article on A'ja Wilson. I understand why you have to include it in the story of A'ja and this season and Caitlin Clark getting hurt and the women's game continuing to grow. I think that's worth noting. But the way that it was written, it felt messy to me. It felt like it was asking for like a little drama. And you know that when the WNBA gets just like a little sprinkle of drama, it usually turns into a full-blown cake, and it just didn't need to be. It could have just been, hey, A'ja Wilson had this tremendous season, the W continues to grow, we move on. Did you think anything more of it?
Yeah, no, I think you've expressed my sentiments also. You got to talk about it because the league is in the middle of
the CBA negotiations.
The CBA negotiations. Also, the league has never been more popular.
Right.
In part because Caitlin Clark is here.
Yes.
Like that, it would be wrong of anybody to sit up here and say, oh, the league would be doing this without Caitlin. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. But the league existed, like you said, before Caitlin Clark, and it would have existed had Caitlin Clark not come to the league. So being able to highlight both portions of that thought, I feel like the article kind of missed. Now, it was only like 2 paragraphs.
Right.
It wasn't a deep dive into anything of the sort pertaining to Caitlin Clark and her impact on the WNBA and how WNBA players felt about Caitlin, and nor should have been, because this is an article about A'ja Wilson. But this season, they did see growth, and Caitlin Clark did not play most of the season. Yeah. She played some early, and then she was out from, I think, if I remember correctly, about June all the way through to the end of the season, and the league still continued to see growth. And in part, the league continued to see growth because of some real special women in the league. You know, you've got Nafisha Collier doing what she's doing. You got Alyssa Thomas doing what she's doing. Courtney Williams and the Stud Buds going out there just being a source of joy and entertainment off the court as well. And then on top of all of that, you got A'ja Wilson having one of the most spectacular basketball seasons, men or women's, that we've ever seen in our lives, right? Like that individual season was really, really special. So, right, you got to talk about that from that standpoint. I wish they could have contextualized it a bit more. But then if you contextualize it a bit more, the article does become a think piece on Caitlin Clark's impact on the W. So it's hard.
Like the sentence that just annoyed me, I guess, was the 2025 WNBA campaign provided a measure of vindication for many players, despite Clark's missing most of the season with an injury, something Wilson, to be clear, did not cheer viewership for both. Like, why can't you just get the viewership was up? The little added of Wilson did not cheer implies that there is some universe where she would be cheering for a fellow player, or anybody would be cheering for her. And that's not true. Like, there is not this war on Caitlin Clark. Like you just brought up and very nicely put together, you cannot ignore that the league changed from a fan standpoint, from an attention standpoint, after Caitlin Clark. There is a before Caitlin Clark entered the league and an after Caitlin Clark entered the league when it comes to the attention on this league. But there are also other things outside of just, it's not one player, and it can't be. It needs the Asia Wilsons to thrive. It needs the rest of the team because injuries do happen or off seasons happen or whatnot. And so it still feels like the league is in a really healthy place. My biggest takeaway is that Time Magazine named back-to-back women's basketball players their athlete of the year. And I think that's an exciting thing.
That shows the growth of the game.
Yes.
Pay them.
Huh?
Pay them.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Pay them. We should wear our shirts.
Oh, if it wasn't Christmas, I would have had mine.
It's been a minute.
I'll grab it.
Before we get to DeAngelo Williams, and maybe we'll ask DeAngelo about this as well, but the Indianapolis Colts really did sign Phillip Rivers to their practice squad. That did get announced yesterday. He came in, he worked out, he impressed them enough where they signed him to their practice squad at the ripe age of 44. Phillip Rivers, Yee-Hoo-Ol, retired in 2020. He is older than his head coach. He has 10 children. He has a grandchild. He is a grandfather, and he has the potential to play for the Indianapolis Colts, who are dealing with a fair number of injuries to their quarterback room, starting with the Daniel Jones Achilles tear. Anthony Richardson remains on the IR. Riley Leonard is dealing with some knee soreness, and so they now have Phillip Rivers on the practice squad. We'll see if he gets elevated to the roster. Could he play against the Seahawks?
He's getting elevated.
I mean, yes, they don't have a backup.
There's no other reason to sign him if you're not going to elevate him.
But we'll see if he plays, is what I should have said, against the Seahawks this weekend. Kind of feels like I don't know, circus.
Yeah.
Like something I shouldn't be watching, but I will watch. But it also leaves me a little uneasy.
Didn't Tom Brady win a Super Bowl at 44? Or was it 43?
Yeah, but he never stepped away from the game. They're like,
good point.
Phillip Rivers is kept in game shape by coaching high school. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just little old me. I haven't played. But one would think that there's a difference between staying in NFL shape and coaching high school kids and staying in norm. I mean, maybe running around chasing his children and grandchildren is the secret.
Once upon a time, I was told you don't want to grab a quarterback who's been removed from the game for X amount of years. And here's a dude who's been removed for 5 years, and he's in his 40s.
Yes.
And so it's like, we can't give Kaepernick a good look because he hadn't played football in 3 seasons, and so, he's done. And he was in his late 20s, early 30s. Here's one in his 40s. It's like, Phillip, come on down, man. We'll make that work. All the best. Good luck to him. That Colts team, they're a good team. They just need somebody kind of competent at quarterback. Because that's what Daniel Jones was. I don't think anybody's out here saying that Daniel Jones was a great quarterback, or was a very, very good quarterback, or was an elite quarterback. But he was competent enough to not have the offense completely and totally inept. So if you can get one of those, and maybe Phillip Rivers can do that for you at 40 years old, 5 years removed from the last time.
44.
44.
I think it's important to say 44.
44. 5 years removed from his last NFL action. He did last time out. Didn't he get the Colts to the playoffs? I do believe he got the Colts to the playoffs before he retired. He was the quarterback when the Colts went to the playoffs one of those years.
That last year?
Maybe. So
I will say they say that when you have grandchildren, that sometimes they give you like a bolt of energy. Like you're kept young from your grandchild or your children in certain cases. So maybe Phillip Rivers, with his 10 kids and 1 grandchild, is rejuvenated to step into the starting quarterback position? We will see. We'll ask DeAngelo Williams. He's 42. Not to blast this man's age, but I'm going to ask DeAngelo Williams. If Phillip Rivers can come back, can he? We'll get into it with DeAngelo after a quick break.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Grizz Nation, celebrate 12-12 Day with special ticket savings. See your squad take on the Utah Jazz on Friday, December 12th for as low as $12. Don't miss your chance to experience all the action live for less. Get this deal today at grizzlies.com/12. You can also go to the box office for those tickets. You can also show up at FedEx Forum at 2 p.m. and you can get a free ticket courtesy of Ja Morant. He is giving away 250 free tickets to those who come and get them today, this afternoon, 2 o'clock, FedEx Forum. We love free things. We love free tickets. Shout out Ja for giving back to the city for this Friday's game. It is Wednesday. That means it is time for us to catch up with DeAngelo Williams. And DeAngelo, I was looking up your age. You're 42, and I was curious if seeing 44-year-old Phillip Rivers make another go at this thing has you thinking, maybe I could come back too.
Look.
we just had this conversation. He's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. He, listen, this is so somebody. Let me. Why? And this is what
It's
I
human
don't
nature.
think it's not human nature. Listen. Can you imagine 44 Miles Garrett coming around the end free and take like he ain't easing up because the man 44. You're not. It's a young man's game. I remember one of the best seasons mentally that I ever had was one of the worst seasons that Carolina Panthers had. But do you guys remember the quarterback Vinny Testaverde?
Yes.
Took his last snap. We were the last team he played for. I was the last running back to play with him. We retired him right there in Carolina, but he was 90 years old. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how bad this 90-year-old was. Really good at football. Really, really good at football. But his body, we can go through practice all week. And I'm talking about this man looked like he's 26 years old. I'm talking about he's scramble, throwing the ball, but because he had tendonitis in his Achilles, he would wake up and on game day couldn't walk. And we had to go with another quarterback. And I'm like, geez, like it'll be in the middle of a game. And he's just like, he just started limping and just can't walk. Put the other quarterback in and we roll on. He was like, hey, when you can walk, let us know and we'll put you back in there. And I was like, wait, what? We working around him?
Yeah. I also, this whole him signing means that it resets his eligibility window for the Hall of Fame. So it'll reset when he is eligible to make the Hall of Fame.
He got 30 kids. That man.
It's only 10. We don't have to hyperbolize. It's 10, which is a hell of a lot.
Plus
a grandkid.
Plus one grandkid.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't. Kudos to all those people out there with a whole bunch of kids, but I'm finna tell you something. There's a guy down the street that I refuse to know his name because he has 8 kids, and everybody be like, "Hey man, why don't you learn his name?" I said, "No, he gonna forever be the dude down the street with 8 kids." Like I don't need to learn his name. And you gonna know who I'm talking about every time I say him because he gonna forever be. He showed up to we had a Halloween party. I always want to know how families that big travel. But they travel in a 12-passenger transit van. And I asked him, I said, like, that's surely y'all got more than just that card. He said, yeah, we do. We got another transit van. I go, what? He was like, yeah, you can't own anything smaller. We got 8 kids.
2 vans. Wow. That's crazy. I could not imagine having.
So when I just want to go somewhere by
kids.
myself, when I want to go somewhere by myself, I got to drive this bus.
If you want to go on a solo trip, you are driving a bus. That is how this works.
That's what it's going to feel like. Like running to the grocery store.
Going to the movies. I'm driving my bus.
Yes.
Did you see Mike Tomlin's reaction when he was asked about this?
No. What did he say?
Someone at the press conference was like, you've got a 42-year-old quarterback. Can a 44-year-old come back and play? And he just looked at them and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. And the reporter was like, the Colts worked him out. And Tomlin just goes, that's none of my business. That's none of my business. When we were talking during the break, though, we did bring up like Phillip Rivers, future-wise, Hall of Famer, and you said yes, absolutely. You think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here's the thing, and this is the only reason why I'm saying that. There's going to be some doubters out there. There's going to be now. He ain't going to make first ballot. He's going to make the Hall of Fame, though.
Yeah.
And he's going to make the Hall of Fame because his numbers show it, his resiliency show it. And here's what's crazy: if you put Eli Manning in there, If you put Eli Manning in there, this man, yes, definitely deserves to go into the Hall.
Eli Manning gets in. Let's be clear. Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Eli Manning. Sure. Eli is in there because Eli had, an 8-game stretch. Two 4-game stretches that carried his team from the wild card to the Super Bowl and won. And they beat the greatest football team of all time in that undefeated Patriots team in the Super Bowl, where Eli was Super Bowl MVP. Eli's got 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Phillip Rivers been in the league almost 20 years. He's got 5 postseason wins. 5. He's got 5 of them things.
He's also 7th all-time in passing yards.
He also doesn't have a Pro Bowl. He doesn't have an All-Pro, excuse me. He's got 8 Pro Bowls.
He has 8 Pro Bowls.
But Pro Bowls don't matter.
I know, I don't usually count that, but you said he didn't have any.
He has no All-Pros. So he has no All-Pros. He only has 5 postseason wins. At a certain point, dog, what are we doing here? We just rewarding people for throwing up numbers?
CJ, I just want to see if we're on the same page here. Peyton Manning took the Denver Broncos and won a Super Bowl with them his last year.
Peyton Manning was on a team that won the Super Bowl his last year. He didn't take them anywhere.
That's what I want to say about Eli Manning. That's what I want to tell you about Eli Manning, because when they won that Super Bowl with Justin Tucker on one side and Michael Strahan on the other, what do you mean? Like, this is a Trent Dilfer.
Finna sit up here and defend Eli Manning.
This is a 2003 Baltimore Ravens situation.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not, because Trent Dilfer didn't win Super Bowl MVP. Eli Manning put up numbers during those playoff runs.
Super Bowl.
He put up Super Bowl. He put up numbers in the playoffs.
All he had to do was make sure he played big in that one game to get the MVP. It's not your overall performance throughout the playoffs when you win an MVP in the Super Bowl. It's what you do in that game. So, yes, if you get me there, are you damn right I'm going to win the MVP? Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do as a quarterback. That's anytime you go to the Super Bowl, the winning team, the quarterback is going to be the guy that normally wins the MVP if there's somebody that has to win it.
Eli Manning's playoff runs in 2007 and 2011, 854 yards passing total, 1,219 yards passing through 4 games in the playoffs. Doing quick math, let's just say it's 1,200 because I don't want to deal with the 19. 1,200 divided by 4 is 300 yards passing per game in that playoff run. Miss me with that. It's not Trent Dilfer-esque. He was special 2 different times through the playoffs, which culminated in him being special in the Super Bowl, which culminated in him winning Super Bowl MVP twice. He won it twice. Now listen, again, Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Eli Manning. If I had to draft right now, Phillip Rivers in his prime or Eli in his prime, I would draft Phillip Rivers. But Eli gets in the Hall of Fame because of those 2 runs. That's why Eli gets in the Hall of Fame.
I want to be perfectly clear. If Phillip Rivers comes back after being retired for 4 years, and I'm not saying wins a Super Bowl, I'm saying gets the Colts to a Super Bowl, well, I think you Hall of Fame him immediately. I think you take away the eligibility thing. You don't make him wait the extra time. You say this is one of the most incredible things that we have ever seen in the history of this sport. That would be that would be one of the wildest stories in sports history.
Here's the thing.
Is it unlikely? Am I fantasizing? Yes. But I agree with you, DeAngelo.
He's not going to get him there. I'm telling you that right now. This is no shot at any team out there. I'm just a firm believer that Tom Brady will be the last 40-some-year-old quarterback to still look like he was a young guy. I'm not saying that everybody was praising Aaron Rodgers for scrambling and getting that touchdown, but it looked like it was everything in his soul. It took him 3 series to get back.
It was an effort.
I'm talking about it was an overexertion. You was like, oh, he gonna have a hernia or he gonna flip a disc. Like it was something like he pulled everything he had in his soul to get in that end zone to where he can only do one of the discount double checks. He couldn't even think about the second one. He just hit you with the first one like, I got to do something like, it's the age is serious. Like you could beat everything but time.
Well, and that's the thing. Like Tom Brady is one of those people who treated his body in a bizarrely effective way. Like not everybody is going through the training and dietary regimen and.
So you're saying Tom Brady was on the almond shakes?
Yes.
I'm telling you,
emphasis on the almond shakes.
TJ, I look up to people like that, like Tom Brady, Derrick Henry, all these people that are willing to put themselves aside and put the business and how they go about their life and how they operate blows my mind. Because I'm telling you right now, steak and all the food that God has put on this earth that's amazing. I'm sorry that it's full of calories and it's fattening. I'm sorry that it's killing people, but man, it's good. I can't.
Would you take Tom Brady's career if it meant you could never have a cookie again?
Hell nah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hell nah. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling y'all right now.
DeAngelo, wait a second.
Nobody out there that ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Not
No
enough
sugar.
Lombardi trophies in the
Let's
world.
just say sugar. Match it to
Sugar in its
just-
entirety, yeah.
Oh,
Whatever
ain't
treat,
no
a
way.
sweet treat.
Ain't no way. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. My what'll break me down right now, and I love to death, and my wife get me every time. Them damn Christmas trees. Oof.
The Christmas tree cakes?
Don't get me started.
Oh boy, look. Oh man, I'm going to have one in a few minutes.
They're impossible to turn down.
It's real when it's real when a black man hits you with boy. Like that boy came from the ancestors. You're telling me you can't give up Christmas tree cakes for 7 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 NFL most valuable players, 2 offensive players of the year, comeback player of the year, 3-team first team All-Pro, 3-time second team All-Pro, 5-time NFL passing touchdown leader, 4-time NFL passing yard. Like you can't give those up to be 5-time rushing leader, 4-time rushing touchdown leader. You can't give that up forever to have that.
CJ, there's the reason why I look at these guys as superheroes, because they do stuff that I can't do.
It's true.
That you say that cake is good.
Oh boy, look.
Which one you like? Boy, again, which one you like? The chocolate or the original?
I'm gonna tell you what, really, pineapple upside down cake.
Not my favorite.
I'm gonna tell you,
But I
had to give up
respect all
German
cakes.
chocolate. I had to give up German chocolate.
Too rich?
No, because everybody German chocolate cake ain't the same, and I didn't realize that till I had I went in like I shouldn't have went in with so much confidence. Because I didn't know the people that well, and they was like German chocolate, and I let that take, and I haven't ate a piece since. It was that bad. I was like, damn, this is the new German. I'm good.
DeAngelo, I love all your takes on cakes.
Well,
yes.
Hold on real quick. We had the Christmas tree donuts.
I know.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Kim. She sent us a package full of the Christmas tree snack products. So we had the chocolate ones, the regular ones, and she got us this Christmas tree powdered donuts, which DeAngelo might want to get you some of that since you're not going to be playing on the NFL roster anytime soon.
I know that it doesn't make sense, but red and green sprinkles just taste better than any other sprinkle.
Oh, it's the artificial flavors.
It's the same as like the orange insides of the Halloween Oreos taste better than any other Oreo. When you have red and green sprinkles on a tree.
You get it up for 20 years. You get it up for 20 years. When you saying you got to give it up your whole life, you just got to give it up for 20 years.
What? Yeah, see, I'm not a sweets person. I can give all of that up. What your boy is not giving up is ain't no way in hell I can't give up cheese for 20 days.
You can't give up cheese for 20 hours.
My life could be
about?
my life could be on the line. Like, yo, your cholesterol is to this point right here. If it goes up one more milliliter, you're not going to make it. So please, for the next 20 days, let's try and have no dairy products, no cheese whatsoever. I say, all right, doc, and y'all may as well just plan my funeral. I'll go home and start making funeral arrangements.
Yeah.
I got the cheese on tacos, cheese on burgers, cheese on the chili cheese dog, extra cheese on the pizza.
Cheese on cheese.
Cheese on cheese on cheese, man.
He
Spaghetti Alfredo.
He woke up feeling the cheesiest.
I woke up feeling cheesy, coach.
DeAngelo, have to get your take on the Memphis Tigers, who hired their new football coach in Charles Huff. He's announced later today. He's been announced, but he's giving his introductory press conference later today here in Memphis. What did you think about the hire?
People bother me. People bother me.
You can just end it right there. Like, people bother me.
People
period.
bother me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying that because don't like to hire because of, like, do you know if he can coach? Do you know if he can coach? Give me.
I mean, you know that
numbers.
he can coach. You don't know how he will coach at Memphis. He won a conference championship. Like, that's a fact.
No, that's not what we're talking about. Like the people that I'm talking to, like, hey man, you see who we hired? I'm like, yeah, man, we hired Charlie Huff, and they like, he a brother, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, all right. What is it like? Can he coach? Can he coach? Have you? And that's what I'm asking them. Like, okay, because can he coach? And they was like, yeah, he made it this far here at Memphis. And I'm like, no, I need more than that. If that's the only reason why you excited for us, then we got a problem.
First, my dad called me, and the first thing he wanted to talk about was on Monday after the news officially broke. He's like, "Yo, Memphis got a black coach." It's like, yeah, they got one. They had one. Let's hope this one does better than that one, because that one that came through the first time may have set black people back a couple of years in the coaching game.
But it's the shock in their voice. Like, we ain't never had a black coach, so that's why it bothers me. Like, yo. Did you just, like, I know you ain't been a Memphis fan all your life. Like, you just been a Memphis fan since we been great. You wasn't a Memphis fan when we was going through all them hard times because you saying, oh, we got a black coach. Like, oh, yeah, we done have. You just let me know your fandom. You just became a fan.
It's been a long time.
A long time since.
Porter.
Larry Porter?
I mean, it's been 3 coaches.
Yeah.
It's been a decade, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe a decade and some change.
What was his last year?
Like 2012, I'm going to say. I'm going to say Larry Porter was out 2012. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. I was on the beat. I was on the Tigers football beat. That was my first beat.
That's why you know.
I was in there that last Larry Porter game. It was me and Jeff Calkins and a full press box and like 5 fans.
Wow.
I
think it'll be a crowded. They invited fans to the event this afternoon, and I'll be really interested it's at the athletic complex.
Okay.
If you left right now, you could make it, DeAngelo.
Hop on the PJ.
Hop on the PJ.
First of all, I don't get on private jets. Those are the ones that come down without stopping.
Okay, you want to know if he can coach, and that's something that will play out here because no matter what I tell you that he did at Marshall or what he did at Southern Miss, it doesn't matter. He's now at Memphis, which is, I would say, a next level up, a next step up. But it has to excite you, the history that he has with running backs. Like, I understand, you know.
Doesn't excite you at all. Doesn't excite you
at all?
You're a running back, you. What? I see that all the time.
How many times this season did you wish that they just handed the ball to one of their best running backs and go?
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he's bringing like something that we hadn't already seen. We're running back you. We put them in every year. Like we've seen that pony. We see that pony all the time. You can't be like, oh, see what I did. Like, no, we was doing that before you got here. Again, if you want to be a superhero, you got to do something that I haven't seen before, 2 that I can't do.
Who's the last Memphis running back that made it to the league? Is it Kenny?
So we had Kenneth Gainwell, Patrick Taylor still there, Antonio Gibson,
Daryl
Henderson. Yeah. Who am I missing?
Blake Watson is on a team. Blake Watson is on a Titans practice squad.
Okay. Pollard is in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that just named.
But you want to continue that forward.
I mean, we're gonna continue that forward. All we got to do is hand the damn ball off. That's all we got to do.
Coach DeAngelo, ready to go.
Tote the damn tater, DeAngelo. I'm with you.
All right, DeAngelo. We
I
appreciate
do got to tell you this though.
Oh, okay.
There was something that made me mad this morning.
Oh,
okay.
What was it?
I'm gonna tell you, and you tell me if it would have made you mad. I just planted a tree in my yard, and somebody's walking their dog, and a dog come over there and pee on said tree you planted. Do you get mad? I saw a guy. I had a guy scream from the top of his window, let his window up, and was screaming at the dog, "Hey, don't let your dog pee there." He was like, "Sir, you want me to stop him in the middle of the pee?" Like, he was like, "Hey." And the dude was just looking. I stopped because I was like, "Ooh, this
as somebody who walks dogs regularly, you cannot designate where they pee. Like I pass these signs all the time. Like, do not let dog pee on grass. No dogs allowed. If that dog wants to pee, if that dog has reached the point where his bladder or her bladder can't hold it anymore, what's the alternative? I pick it up as it pees all over me?
You do? Yeah,
you don't. You let them pee. You let them pee. And it's just pee. God.
I mean, dog urine is high in nitrogen, which is good for the soil. So when they
No,
pee,
it's not.
I think it kills grass. I think it kills grass
because it's
which
so
is
much
people's problem.
it's so much nitrogen in the urine.
But
it's not going to kill the
pee a
tree.
lot, though.
Yeah, it's
It
not
gotta
going to
be a
kill the
lot of
tree.
pee.
You're good.
It's a tough thing. There's nothing you can do. I always feel bad.
What do you do? Like the people that are out there that put those signs up, like what do you do? Do you just not walk your dog?
Can you not just pull the dog by the leash and be like, move, come on?
I mean, sometimes it depends. If that dog is like squatted down
And you just yank the leash.
It doesn't really
While
work
it's
that. I mean, then they're just peeing through the yard onto the sidewalk all over the place,
Yeah,
and
like-
you're disrupting a pee. Do you want to be yanked when you pee?
I don't want a dog, so what I'm hearing is people just shouldn't have dogs anymore, which I'm fine with.
CJ's a dog hater. DeAngelo, enjoy your tree. We'll catch up with you next week. Bye. That was DeAngelo Williams. He joins us every Wednesday. Steven in the chat said, dog pee killed my area rugs. I feel that. Dog urine destroys everything.
Okay.
It's just pee.
I don't know why I thought it was good for something. Does people pee destroy stuff?
So
I
Chris,
pee on
Chris
everything.
makes the argument, not I.
Okay.
I pick up that poop.
Okay.
Chris says poop is like a fertilizer.
Yeah, it is.
And so sometimes he'll be like, I'm doing good for the...
But
and I'm like, no, but then if you step in it, you're
we don't want to.
an
Yeah, we
a-hole.
don't want to step in
Yes.
dog dookie.
No.
That's why you're picking it up.
Exactly.
If you're in the woods, in the forest somewhere,
Sure,
knock it out. Animals poop all
But
over
if it's somewhere
there.
where someone is walking,
Yeah.
it's the courteous thing to do.
Pick it up.
Don't be rude. Pick up the poop.
Pick up
All
the
right,
poop.
we'll take a quick break. Wild story that made its way to my inbox about a former Olympian who is now being accused of being an international drug kingpin. We'll get into that, plus some other WTF stories after we come back.
Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
How did this happen? How are you the president of basketball operations after all you have done right in the music world, in the entertainment world, in the fashion world?
Basketball changed my life, saved my life, and I grew up in New Orleans, and it's all about helping the next generation. God has led me on this amazing journey, and I'm taking advantage of it.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation, Friday nights just got a whole lot better. Introducing Buckets and Brews, the ultimate way to tip off your weekend. Every Friday this season, grab a terrace-level ticket to the Grizz game and 2 12-ounce Miller Lights for just $55. Get great seats, cold brews, and Grizzlies basketball. It's everything you need to start your weekend off right. So get the deal that's too cold to hold. Go to grizzlies.com/Friday to lock in your tickets today.
Welcome back. Before we get into WTF, someone in the chat asked, does Kelly Clarkson have any Christmas bangers? No shade this time. Thanks for clarifying. Yes, the answer is undoubtedly. Do you know the Kelly Clarkson Christmas song?
I might know it if I heard it.
The Underneath the Tree. Okay. Underneath the tree, stop, da, 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 da. It's a good song.
She's a really good artist. She's incredibly talented.
We've moved.
No, we've always been there.
She is
not top 200.
Yeah.
She is not top. Save it. It's
She's
getting
top
close.
50. She's top 50.
Save it.
Will we have this debate on January 6th?
It's December 10th.
It's our January 6th.
It's December 10th. We're less than a month away from Kelly Clarkson Day, everybody.
She also has a duet with Ariana Grande. Santa, can't you hear
I remember that one. It's good.
Yeah,
She's
two
got
good
good
ones.
songs.
I don't give enough credit. I think Mariah Carey has kept us from evolving in giving the proper credit to some of the more recent Christmas songs that have come out. And there are some good ones.
Yeah.
Most notably, DJ Play My Christmas Song. All right, first WTF story of the day. An Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin is on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list. They are calling him a modern-day Pablo Escobar, and they have released new photos of him as of yesterday evening. His name is Ryan Wedding. He is 44 years old. He competed for Canada in the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, where he placed 24th in parallel giant slalom. And after that, he apparently started a $1 billion cocaine operation. Mr. Wedding is wanted for allegedly running and participating in a transnational drug trafficking operation that routinely shipped hundreds of kilograms of cocaine from Colombia through Mexico and Southern California to Canada and other locations in the U.S. And CJ, if that was not enough, it is alleged that he was involved in orchestrating multiple murders in furtherance of these drug crimes. He's been on the run for years. He is believed to be in Mexico. He has a handful of aliases. This is going to be turned into a movie someday.
I got some advice for him, but not get his ass on a boat because we're blowing the hell out of those.
Yeah, don't do
we're
that.
blowing those to smithereens over here.
And they stay out of the water.
Yeah, we got something for
do
you.
that.
You get in
Don't
a
do
boat.
that.
We're blowing the hell out
Not
of
every
you.
day you see a former Olympian turned drug kingpin.
Yeah, that's an interesting story.
Also like a snowboarder of all the sports.
I would guess
boarders feel like pretty chill. Let's go shred some powder.
You not?
You know what? I came all the way back around on it, and it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was in his DNA.
I was going to get you there, but
Thank
you
I got there on my own.
your own.
I got there on my own. Did you see what Australia is doing that went into effect today?
This is wonderful.
I agree with the sentiment. I'm not sure if it's wonderful, but we can debate that. Children across Australia, starting today, have no access to their social media accounts under a world-first ban designed to protect people under the age of 16 from addictive algorithms, online predators, and digital bullies. So apps like Instagram, Facebook, Kik, Reddit, Snapchat, Threads, TikTok, Twitch, X, and YouTube all banned if you are under the age of 16 in Australia. Some of the more educational apps are still allowed. Messenger is allowed, WhatsApp, like communication devices, but anything that is algorithm-based, for the most part, is banned in Australia, and they're trying to use age verification technology to identify under 16, suspend their accounts, and ultimately keep people off of these apps. Their prime minister said it was a proud day for Australia, that it's a day for Australian families taking back power from these big tech companies. They are asserting the right of kids to be kids and for parents to have a greater peace of mind. Platforms have to take a reasonable step to deactivate accounts used by under 16s and to prevent new accounts from being opened to avoid fines of up to 49.5 million Australian dollars, which is like 32 million US dollars. I love the concept, but I do get stuck in the standpoint of you have to train kids how to be adults. And I think there's some level of like any addictive substance, because social media is addictive. Like if you don't have any experience with it, you don't learn how to use it. And then it's like when you go to college and you like binge drink for the first time. If you never drank alcohol, and I would never, before you turn the age of 21, but you see those kids who like go crazy. I think social media can have a similar impact, and social media is used so much in adult worlds. Like I fully agree with this notion of getting kids off social media. It's dangerous. It's making you dumb. It's making you depressed. It's making you have zero attention span and not getting outside and not having real personal relationships with people. But it's also, I think, a little naive to think you can just completely exit out of someone's life, because it's going to come eventually. You're going to have to grapple with it at some point in your life.
And you can grapple with it when you're a bit more mature and your brain is a bit more developed.
Yeah.
Right? Like we put limitations on a lot of different things from an age standpoint. Like we're not letting the 12-year-old drive, so to speak. You know, we over here we are. Hey, you know what? Maybe we don't let you smoke if you're under this age, or drink under this age, because we know how addictive it can be and the issues it will cause for you when you get older if you start using certain substances before your body has, you know, a chance to chemically balance itself. Right? We know that social media is preying on that. Not just social media. Social media is just one of the many things that we have. And if you want to point out the hypocrisy of targeting this while continuing to allow other harmful things to exist in kids' lives, I can't counter that. But with this, we should absolutely be cracking down on, hey, how old are you when you're on this, and how much time are we allowing you to spend on this? The main complaint that people older than whatever this generation of children is or are, the main complaint all of us have is like they can't put down the phones. I can't have a conversation with them. I can't teach them anything. Everything that they're learning is coming from people they don't know. And those people now aren't even real people. They're AI accounts. More than 50% of the stuff you see online and on social media now, I think we crossed that threshold. We talked about it, I do believe, this summer. More than 50% of it is AI. It's bots. So now we're allowing bad people, ne'er-do-wells, to create all of these bots to try and shift narratives and thoughts and behavior patterns for whatever reasons that they want them to be shifted for. Some of them, most of them are just to try and get you to become more of a consumer, to consume more on here, to buy more things that may be good, things that may not be good. And then you've got groups like 764 that are on these apps. And that, for those who don't know, this, because that article that you got, newsletter, is on the national news. And that's how I consume my news nationally, on ABC, NBC, that type stuff. But this group is targeted by the FBI now, over 300 people, because they are hopping on to areas where kids are, and they are preying on them. They are getting pictures of them in compromising sexual positions. They are encouraging children to kill themselves. They're encouraging children to go out there and commit acts of violence. They're trying to blackmail them, and they are blackmailing them into doing some pretty nefarious things. That all exists on those apps. And those companies have not done enough. I'd argue not done anything, but I will say not done enough to protect kids from those types of predator type situations. So we've been asking them to do this 2016, 2015, and have been stonewalled at every single turn. And over there in Australia, they said, okay, enough is enough. We're gonna stop this. Yeah. China, I think, puts a time limit on how long you can be on social media if you're under 16.
And their TikTok is a completely different TikTok. TikTok is used as an educational tool, not as a like rampant,
just entertainment
thing. Yeah. It's interesting because like when I was younger, I'm old enough to have had access to a computer from a fairly early age, and you know, parents were so concerned for us back in the day with chat rooms. Like, chat rooms are the big thing. Don't go in the chat room. You're going to get you're going to talk to a creepy old man in a chat room. And like, there's a whole Degrassi episode where Emma ends up going to a hotel to meet some like young boy she thinks, and it's an old man, and it's really creepy. And you can learn anything from an episode of Degrassi.
Everybody had an episode. The smart guy had an episode.
Everybody had. Oh yes, the smart guy one was crazy.
Yeah.
I think Raven had an episode too.
I'm unfamiliar with Raven. I remember that smart guy one because like TJ get naked. I was like, whoa, wait, what? Get
But there's
naked?
a girl one. One of the girl shows had one as well. Anyway, this is like an evolution of that. And when things continue to evolve, sometimes you have to assess that while the majority of kids were able to make the right moves, like something has gotten so big and uncontrollable that you might have to do something. And it's a weird middle zone, because then it's like, well, when I was a kid, I managed to not get into trouble with people in chat rooms. Or God, were you ever on chat roulette? If
No.
my mother and father knew the things I saw on chat roulette.
See, I didn't have. I wasn't on computers like that. My computer was
Oh,
just
Devin
for
said
work.
it in the chat too. Devin and I are same
But
age.
chat roulette,
Same age range.
Chat roulette was a thing. It was big during the pandemic, also, wasn't it?
Did it come back?
Yeah.
Not my chat roulette.
Yeah. No, it
Chat
did.
roulette, Stumble Upon would have some weird thing, but chat roulette was like, I mean, I just remember being with groups of friends and be like, let's get on chat roulette tonight. Let's see what we see on chat roulette. And holy shit, did we see some things on chat roulette. But now everything is so targeted because of the algorithm. And so it's like not just human interactions, it's turned into algorithmic interactions and targeting, and it's both the danger zone, and for me, it really is just like the dumbification of everyone. No, even my attention span. I'm trying to force myself to read more books again. I'm trying to force myself to watch full movies because my brain is so scattered in watching these short clips of videos that I see, whether it be on TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. And your brain really does become, and there's scientific studies at this point that like young people are surely incapable of reading a book. It's really not their fault that they can't read. It's how their brain has now been trained to consume content. You cannot expect them to be able to stare at a page, let alone 50 pages, and read them consecutively because they're used to scrolling. Like the second your brain is bored, you scroll. I've never forgotten, someone described it like a slot machine, and to kind of counter it with the addictions of gambling, where it works like a slot because if you hit numbers that you don't like, well, you just do it again until you find one that makes you happy and gives you that serotonin hit of a win. And then you scroll again, and you're like, I don't really like that. I don't really like that. And next thing you know, you've been on it for 45 minutes. And you can't remember anything you've seen, even the things that felt good, but it's so surface level. So I'll be interested what we see from Australia. I don't think they would ever do it here. There's too much money tied into it.
Oh, you know they're not doing it here. They can have all of the super special meetings and call all of these higher ups to Capitol Hill all they want to. There's no real desire to make this a thing, to get the tech companies under control, because they are lawless right now. There's not near enough control, regulation on those things, and we're going to reap some of the negative benefits because of that.
Speaking of lawless, you posted this, and it's not like, or you sent this, and it's not lawless, but it just carries over into one of my issues with social media lately. And I haven't really talked with anyone about this, but you sent the video of the plane landing on the car, not landing, crashing into the car in Florida, which was a crazy accident scene. My Twitter is full of deadly car accidents.
Get out of
like
here.
One a day I will see, like, so however many people die in deadly car accident, watch here. And I'm like, why am I being fed constant? And it feels odd. It's all on the FYP. So again, go to the people you follow. It's a safer place if you're still on Twitter X. But I swear I see somebody die every day, which is not normal.
Yeah, I don't.
Every day
I'm
is
not,
being a little exaggerated.
It's
but like
not. It's
regularly,
not,
I'm
it's not
seeing
normal, and it's not healthy. And again, like what are we doing? Why is it setting up to send you those types of things?
Yeah.
Why do we want to bombard people, inundate people with those types of horrific, violent images? Why are we okay with them being okay allowing that?
Anyway, the driver survived in that case, which
Yeah,
is
the
crazy.
driver. That's the only reason I sent it.
I know, which was a wild
The driver
story.
survived it. She had a passenger. She wouldn't have. I tried to find the video of them being the other drivers on the road, all pulled over, and helped her get out of the car. Nobody was hurt in the plane either. I tried to get the video of her getting out the car because her first words, hair disheveled, eyes as big as you can make them, I do believe it was holy effing S. It's like, yes, lady. Yes, you are supposed to respond that way. I'd search that. That's not something I don't kick it on social media the way that you guys kick it on social media, in part because I'm legitimately afraid of social media. Not much in this world scares me, but what's going on technologically speaking with social media and AI specifically, it concerns me. So I'm not on there like that, but it came across again because how I consume my news. I was like, oh, that's a good clip. As long as nobody died, I'll go search for that and then send that in there. Yeah. I know that. What was the last one? Maybe when the bridge collapsed? You remember? Yes. Was that last year?
The Baltimore one?
Yes. Was that last? So that happened, and I was like, yo, nope. And I know I went and said, hey, don't show me anything else like this,
Mine was
please.
that plane crash.
Which one?
The one in D.C.
Oh,
went
yeah.
into was it the helicopter? It was like a military chopper.
Yeah.
That hit the passenger plane on line.
I was like, please, no.
And I'll still be on a plane these days
and
I think about it.
Don't send that to me.
Like, I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing that. Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
You as an individual, because this is what the tech companies would say, hey, we have the ability for you to report. We don't, but they don't have the infrastructure necessary to get all of the times that video has been posted off of their algorithms. So that's one. Two, they'll say, well, you can manage what your algorithm is. It's not popping up for no reason. If it pops up, it's because you've liked or you've lingered on one of these such videos.
No, nowadays they're just feeding you random stuff too. And then if you linger too long, then yes, it's like, we got her. She's a sicko. She watched 3 seconds of this video before going further, and then they're like, we'll get her again.
They linger on that. They put that video into your feed, into my feed, because other people with similar algorithms to us, it just sort of feeds on itself. But they'll tell you, hey, you can curate your algorithm a bit better by saying, no, I do not wish to see these things.
I don't want to see that.
Come on, man.
I went to Twitter just to see if like the first thing on my FYP would be something to fit into this conversation, and instead it's incredible news that In-N-Out is retiring the number 6-7 from its ticket system following disruption from teens and children swarming the restaurants to film employees. And that's real news, courtesy ABC News.
Come on, man, turn up.
In-N-Out will no longer have number 67.
6-7.
And there's these videos of just giant groups of teens waiting in an In-N-Out for 6-7 to be announced, and then they go 6-7.
They turn up. They get excited. Let the kids have 6-7.
How much into, put the odds on it as we end up here. What month does 6-7 retire in 2026?
Oh, gosh. I will say, I'll say mid-March. Mid-March, because here's what's going to happen. We'll all be paying attention to conference tournaments, and they usually pop off around late February, early March. And during conference tournaments, when coaches get excited, they tend to overdo whatever popular trend is happening at the time. And so you'll end up with a coach like, again, Tom Izzo, 2 Izzo references today, but again, like Tom Izzo doing 6-7 in the locker room being sprayed by water. And we're like, you know what? That makes me uncomfortable. All this needs is a Frank Beamer to do it, right? You remember everybody was dabbing at one point in time, and then Frank Beamer dabbed his ass off in a Virginia Tech locker room. We're like, okay, no, we're done with this.
I thought it was over when Brian Dable did it.
Okay.
And it withstood, it lasted longer than he did, frankly. If we get a 6 versus 7 seed matchup in March Madness at some point, I think
and everybody talks it into the ground.
So I'm going to say it's done by...
Oh, we can't get a 6 versus 7, can we?
Mid-April. I mean, it'd have to be in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, couldn't it be in the Elite Eight?
Maybe.
Whatever. I mean,
it'll
certainly
be wild.
could get a 6-7 because every bracket has a 6-7. So you'd get it before the Final Four, but you could get it I think the earliest you could get it would be the Elite Eight. Anyway, have a 6-7 kind of day. We have a really exciting show tomorrow. Cedric Coward is going to be on the show. Memphis Grizzlies rookie. We will chat with him about the season so far as the Grizzlies have this interesting break in games. 4 straight days without games before that game against the Jazz on Friday. So we'll catch up with Cedric Coward tomorrow. We'll also have Teresa Walker. I think we're also having Brevin Knight. So we'll have a very busy Thursday show. We'll see you then. Bye.